today's video, we are going to talk about the amazing power of celery. And right now here I've got in the windows open iHerb, Amazon, eBay, and Mountain Rose Herbs, which are the websites that I rely on when it comes to purchasing high quality herbs and herbal remedies, as well as spices as well. So right now I'm on iHerb. I'm just going to select celery. So as you can see, just before I pressed enter came a large selection of products that contain celery, including the celery juice, celery seed extract, the oil as well, and many others. So I'm just trying to get the bar to come down again. This is the big selection of celery products that are available on iHerb, which are quite similar to Amazon and eBay, and all these are nourishing ingredients that will help to provide the benefits of celery. Now, when it comes to purchasing herbs and spices, it's really important to make sure they are organic and make sure that the brand that stands behind its name and behind its promise. So, for example, here we've got celery seed standardized extract. This is the term that you need to be looking for when purchasing a herb, either the term used standardized extract or active ingredient. You need to make sure that the brand stands behind their claims and their research, and that you are purchasing a good quality brand, which is most important. Let's get to the benefits of celery in terms of the seeds, the root, the plant, and the essential oil and stalk. So we've got a lot of things to cover today. I'll try to be as quick as possible in order to save your time. So celery is a really important medicinal herb, and I'm sure you've heard of the big craze of celery juice. There was a time where everyone was talking about celery juice, and medical medium made books and lectures and Instagram posts about the benefits of celery juice. And yes, I have tried it and it has helped me in a great, amazing way. The only problem, I didn't continue with it because I was living in a climate where celery is not guaranteed to be all the time in the market, and there was not an option to grow celery in the small apartment that I was living in. So unfortunately I had to stop that for the time period. So if you're looking into the whole celery juice, I highly advise you to give it a shot and be as consistent with it as possible, because celery is an amazing medicinal plant, and in Eastern medicine it's categorized as a bittersweet herb, which is very cooling to the body. And also it's really important to include celery in salads. It has a large water content, and the whole plant, what it does is it's considered as a general stimulant and a nourishing and restorative stimulant to the body that helps in elevating symptoms of some of the conditions that we'll discuss in this video. So in the past, celery was grown as a vegetable for winter, but it's also amazing to be used for so many different things. And there is a homeopathic extract which is made from the celery seeds, and it's used in France, and it's actually used to relieve the retention of urine as well. Now, celery seed is also important for the liver health, the kidney health, especially also really important when combating and fighting urinary tract infections. So celery as a plant, as a whole medicinal plant, seed, stalks, essential oil and all, it is a sedative, it is a urinary antiseptic as well, because we did say it has a huge role when it comes to the urinary tract infections and helping to ease these as well. And what it does is it increases the uric acid excretions, and it also helps in reducing the blood pressure, and it also has antifungal activity, which has been reported in the studies as well. So really important here, because you can see a huge selection when we go just on the top aisle of celery seed extract. All these are celery seeds, and you can also use other types of home remedies using celery in order to take all the benefits from it, which we'll discuss in this video. So as we said, it really helps to relieve the infection of the urinary tract. And let's have a look at what parts of the celery can we use for medicinal properties. First of all, we have the seeds, and the seeds are mainly used as a diuretic, and what they do is they help to clear toxins from the system. So this is really good for anyone who has any problems with urinary tract infection, with gout, for example, and any problems where the uric acid crystals collect in the joints and arthritis is experienced. So anyone suffering from arthritis, celery is one of the top plants that I want you to concentrate on when it comes to either using it in medicinal doses, using a celery seed as a supplement, and incorporating the whole stalk into your salads. This is super important. I'm going to do the same thing to Amazon just to show you the range of selection as we talk about celery right here. So just enter celery. Again, we have celery powder, so many different types of products to use. This sounds pretty interesting. The celery juice powder, I think this is a new product. Yes, this is more like freeze-dried celery juice powder for people who are unable to access the celery juice. But we want to go to the basics. We just want to go to either celery essential oil or celery seeds, because these are the ones that are really important, that have been proven to help with many symptoms out there. So we've talked about the seeds and what the seeds do, apart from arthritis and apart from helping the urinary tract and helping with problems with gout. They are bitter and they act as a mild digestive stimulant, so quite similar to cumin as well. And they help the digestive system in stimulating the flow and helping to absorb the nutrients as well from food. So if you are planting celery, if you do have a place where you are able to plant and harvest celery, it's really important to harvest off the seeds, especially after the plant has flowered in the second year, not the first year, but the second year. So when we look at the other part of the celery that we can use for medicinal purposes, and we have here the essential oil, which is quite interesting. The essential oil is distilled from the seeds, and the essential oil is more potent, so it should be used with caution, as with all the essential oils for different plants and herbs that we talk about in this video. So just trying to, I'm sorry for the delay, just trying to search up essential oil here so I can show you what is available if they have any essential oil in iHerb. And we're going to do the same when it comes to the other places as well. So the root, what should we use the celery root for? Unfortunately, there is no celery essential oil in iHerb, so I'm sure we'll be able to find it in Amazon as well. A little bit of problems in Amazon at the moment. There is also mountain rose herbs, which are absolutely amazing when it comes to that. We just enter celery as a just as a term right here. So the root is used in so many different things. It is an effective diuretic, and it can be taken for urinary stones and gravel as well. And it also acts as a bitter digestive remedy, and it stimulates the liver as well. So really important for liver health, really important for gently detoxing the liver when you are doing a simple liver detox and a liver cleanse. So here, celery seed essential oil, or have a look as well. Then you can find the celery root, celery seed powder. Now I highly advise you, the Mountain Herbs is a really good website, but if you are not able to get from reliable websites and reliable sources the seeds, it's best to get the seeds yourself from a reliable source and then grind them in either a grinder or grind them yourself to make sure that they are pure and that they are in the most freshest form possible. If you are using celery seed powder, do not purchase celery seed powder. Simply get the celery seeds, grind them up yourself into the portion that you want, then use them accordingly for whatever it is that you want to use for, because when you get the celery seed powder in this instance, you do not know how fresh it is, and the volatile oils are not as fresh as they are when you freshly grind them up yourself. So this applies to any herb seed that you want to use medicinally for ailments and such. You would want to purchase the seed and grind it up yourself, and I find that has greatly helped because it's fresh, and the volatile oils are great for that as well. So another thing that I also wanted to talk to you about is the importance of the stalk. So the stalk is great because it has the same medicinal properties as the essential oil, the seeds, and the root, but in different, of course, quantities, because it is fresh and it will have them in lesser quantities. So you need to eat the fresh stalks because what they help is they're really important for, as we said, the urinary tract infections. They're important for the digestive system. They're important for a gentle detox of the liver, and also important for stimulating the milk flow for mums straight after birth as well. So any mums out there who have trouble with their milk supply, really important to focus on the celery stalk as part of your daily salad as well. So we've talked about the benefits of each of the essential oil, seeds, root and stalk. Now let's look at how can we apply these in a way that we can use them for our health. First of all, we've got the seeds. So the seeds have been used historically for rheumatoid arthritis and gout. So all you have to do is combine 2 teaspoons of celery seeds with 1 teaspoon of lignum vitae, and then you add in half a teaspoon to a cup of boiling water. Combine the 2 teaspoons celery seed, 1 teaspoon lignum vitae. All the details will be placed in the description box below this video for anyone that is interested in learning more about the power of celery seeds. Another thing is the essential oil. So for the oil, there are 2 types to use the celery essential oil. You've got using it topically as an oil, and also using it as part of a massage oil, which seems quite interesting. So in order to use it topically as a simple oil, you can use it for painful gout in feet and toes. Simply add 15 drops of the celery seed essential oil to a bowl of warm water, and then start by soaking your feet for about 10 to 15 minutes. How about the massage oil using the celery seeds? Well, you can dilute 5 to 10 drops of the celery seed essential oil into 20 ml of almond or olive oil, and then massage into the places where you have joint pain or arthritic joint pain. Really important. So how about the root? Well, the root, as with all herbs, concerning the roots, we tend to use the root to make a tincture. So you can make an alcohol-based tincture or a glycerin-based tincture. Glycerin is absolutely amazing to be used as a alcohol-free alternative tincture. So in the past, they mainly used the root as a diuretic for people who have hypertension, for people who have urinary disorders, and also for any kind of problems with the kidneys, because what the celery root tincture does is it stimulates the kidneys and helps gently detox and cleanse them. So really important. The whole plant, of course, can be juiced, as we can see here in the celery powder. Freeze dried for people unable to consume fresh celery. If you are able to consume fresh celery juice, I highly advise you to give it a shot. The juice can be used by simply juicing the whole fresh plant, so everything from the stalks to the leaves and the root as well. If you have access to that would be amazing. And then you drink the juice. It's really a good remedy for joint pain, urinary tract infections, as we said, celery altogether, and also rheumatoid arthritis, and for specific nervous exhaustion and stress as well, and anxiety. Really important, and it helps to replenish the body with the lost minerals and with the amazing minerals that it needs. A couple of really words of caution and words of warning when it comes to celery just towards the end. The specific compound, the bergaptan, that is found in the seeds, what it does is it could increase the phytosensitivity. So make sure that you do not apply the essential oil that is of course made from the seeds externally in the bright sunshine. So it has a similar effect to St. John's wort, which when applied, the St. John's wort oil, same as the celery seed oil, and then you get out into the sunlight, it will cause problems with phytosensitivity. So make sure you avoid that. Another thing is you need to avoid the celery seed essential oil in large doses, because it can really cause problems specifically for ladies that are pregnant, because it can act as a uterine stimulant. So please avoid the oil, celery seed essential oil during pregnancy, and then afterwards you're free to use it, of course, with the supervision of a medical holistic practitioner. And also, do not buy the seeds that are intended for planting celery. So for example, if you want to use the celery seeds for medicinal purposes, as we've talked about in this video, make sure you do not purchase them from the gardener store, because they're often treated with fungicides, and that would cause you problems as well. So if you want to buy celery seeds, simply go to the health food store, order them online. As you can see here, there are celery seeds that are sold in large packets, which I buy them myself, and I really rely on them. And there are also ones that are placed in capsules for specific doses as well. And then you can also make sure that you buy good quality celery. Make sure it's organic, because it's a part of the dirty dozen that contains or is likely to contain pesticides and other chemicals that help it to grow faster, that are really harmful for the health. So make sure to go organic as much as possible. We've reached the end of today's video. If you are interested in more videos such as this, please let me know. I'd love to make more videos concerning other herbs and spices and their medicinal properties, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care and have a great day. Bye bye.